Good afternoon, everyone, and
Good
welcome. I'm Sathi Nair from Rapaport, and I'm delighted to be your moderator for today's special Women's Day webinar. Women Who Shine, the Future of Gems and Jewelry. Thank you all for joining us today, and we truly appreciate you taking the time to be part of this important conversation. Today is not just about celebrating Women's Day, it's about highlighting leadership, resilience, innovation, and the growing influence of women shaping the future of the gems and jewelry industry. We are proud to bring together three accomplished leaders from across the trade. Let me introduce our panelists today. Sradhya Roy is a fourth generation retailer at Bengal Jewellery. She's bringing legacy expertise and a modern perspective to the evolving jewelry landscape. Welcome, Sradhya, to this webinar.
Thank you, Sathi ma'am. It is a pleasure to be amongst such stalwarts of the industry. Thank you so much for having me.
Excellent. Thank you. Our second panelist is Ms. Poonam Jha. She's the Managing Director of Kamakhya Jewels Ltd, leading the strategic vision and deep industry experience in the diamond and jewelry trade. Welcome, Poonam, for this webinar.
Thank you so much for having me here.
Thank you, Poonam. And our third panelist is Ms. Purvi Shah. She is a key force at JB Enterprise, contributing valuable insights and leadership within the gem and jewelry sector. Thank you, Purvi, to come in. Thank you all for being here today. Let's begin with your personal journeys. Sradhya, I'll begin with you. What drew you to the diamond and jewelry industry? I know that you are a fourth generation jeweler in the Bengal Jewellery in Kolkata. And what was one of your biggest early challenges?
Okay, so I'll take this question in two parts. What drew me to the industry is started very naturally. I grew up in a house that was obsessed with jewelry since I was a kid. I used to play with gemstones, not realizing what exactly I'm learning in the process. I joined the business through my mid 20s, and I realized that the fascination was very inbuilt in me. So what drew me to it was very inculcated from the very beginning. But essentially, one more point that I also analyzed was the current compound annual growth rate of the jewelry industry in India, according to several reports that we see coming out, is 8.9% by 2030. So that is a huge growth rate in terms of an industry. The industry is set to reach somewhere around 170 billion by the time dollars by the time we hit 2030. So I'm looking forward to that growth as well. And what you also asked about the challenges that I faced, one of the main challenges was the advent of social media and how to utilize it to its full potential. Like when I'm talking about to its full potential, it my previous generation, my mom, dad, my uncles, they are still learning about social media, whereas I have grown up with it. So it was much easier for me to enter the space than to explain to them why should we enter the space and how should we exactly place our product, because in the jewelry industry there is a whole narrative about how you are not supposed to show what you're doing, or take out the big jewelry. But that has shifted a lot since we have social media access, and that is what I faced as a challenge to begin with.
And Sradha, in fact, you said it correctly. And you, in fact, represent the evolving phase of the jewelry industry, where the old generation was not very digital, and now it is more of a digital medium. And where innovation or digital awareness or global perspective, and these are the things actually now shaping the future of the industry. Um, uh, Thank you, Sradhya, for the insights. And I wanted to ask Poonam, you are in the industry for many, many years, and then you're actually also shaping Kamakhya Jewelers, the strategic approach you are taking it. Was there any defining moment in your journey that shaped your leadership path, and or did you ever feel that you had to prove yourself more in the industry?
Hi everyone. So nice to be here with all of you, sharing my views on the diamond jewelry industry. So I was hearing the first generation. We belong to a family of doctors and engineers. I'm myself an engineer. My husband is an engineer, but we came into this industry. It drew us. I don't know how, but it just started in way back in 2009. And since then, I won't say there was a defining moment. Every day, every second, we are learning. We are becoming better with our work. And 2009, we were with a partnership firm. Then we became private limited. Now we are a limited firm working with all corporate clients. And, we are working with around 400 stores all over the India, all over the globe, rather. So it's been like every day we are learning, we are trying to improve on technicality, on design, you know, and with a lot of women, power in our company, we are doing much better. So every day it's a new learning and challenges, of course, since we didn't belong to this industry, and now that we are, established. So, but still, I feel that we have a long way to go, and we still are learning. And anybody who wants to get into the industry, I would like to tell people that you need to have a very strong technical knowledge about the product that you are making, or the success doesn't come overnight. It is a very consistent process. So you have to be very patient, very disciplined. And as a female, I feel that working your personal and professional life with family, with kids, so that is a bit challenging. But if you can manage it, nothing better than that. So yeah, I'm very happy to be here and sharing my experience with you as the MD of Kamakhya Jewels Limited. Thank you.
Thank you, Poonam. You have built, in fact, a remarkable journey in the jewelry industry, and in fact, a sector that has traditionally been relationship driven.
Yeah.
Um, it's an excellent journey, Poonam. Um, and to Purvi, I wanted to ask at you from your perspective, how was the role of women in the industry evolved over the years? In fact, you on a manufacturing polished diamond side, and in fact, it's a more of a male dominating area. How did this evolve over the years, Purvi?
Okay, first I'll just brief about my company. It's Purvi here from GB Enterprise, and we manufacture natural diamonds from 30 points, basically from 1 carat to 5 carat up, rounds and all fancies, and like peers, hearts, oval, marquee. Now, would like to say that in earlier days, the women's role were limited to supportive role or back office roles. They were mainly known for such back office duties, but now they have come forward and they have become more strong towards decision making for the company and become entrepreneurs also. And in today's world, they are actively involved in, can say, sourcing, pricing, negotiating, and taking an important decision for the company. People now, company takes their inputs also, what they feel and how we need to go ahead. And people have understood the importance of women, that they can build a strong relationship, and they have a strong long-term vision to which helps in company to focus their vision for future. So this is the how that from like 20 years back to today, I can say that's big, a long drastic change in the development of the women in the industry.
Absolutely, absolutely. Traditionally, in fact, the trade was largely a male dominating, especially in the areas like manufacturing or trading or the leadership roles. In fact, I've been in the industry for the 23 years. I also see a lot of evolvement in the industry, the changes, what is happening, the lot of positions now, women is handling it. Um, the landscape, the whole landscape has been changing actually. um, and this is really good actually. I wanted to ask Radhia, what is one challenge for women that we still don't talk about enough?
After listening to Purvi ma'am and after what you have also mentioned, Sathi ma'am, that women are coming in slowly in the becoming a part of this industry, right? But at the same point of time, I feel that even though we are becoming a big part of the industry and the landscape is changing, it is slow. When I say it is slow, when I first visited the diamond bourse in Bombay, that's the only one that I've visited so far. I realized that there are just two toilets, I think, in the whole location compared to having a male toilet in every floor. I know that this is a very tiny thing that I'm mentioning, but in a bigger landscape of things, and from what I understand, when an industry is accepting women, the logistical part also have to be updated for women. A lot of people who get into the industry, most of them are designers, most of them are working like Purvi ma'am mentioned, in the back end roles. They are not front facing, they are not taking over a big managerial role. Now that's changing. So there has to be an update in the systems as well. There has to be an update in how everybody is thinking about it. Awareness and education amongst women regarding this industry is very limited. Only like Purvi ma'am has been in the system for over 30 years. Poonam ma'am, commendable job because she has, started from scratch and she's taken on the role for being a director at her company. But people our age also need that exposure. Women our age also need that exposure, that if they love jewelry, they don't need to come from a family of jewelers to become a part of the industry. They can obviously start on their own. It's the knowledge expansion that is necessary, as Poonam ma'am mentioned about the technical details as well. That is very important from where they are learning this. I think that is a big challenge that I think a lot of new people coming into the industry need to consider.
That's true because a lot of women are also on the back end, they don't come on the front end. And I think maybe come some kind of mentorship or anything. You don't need to be an experienced person in the industry. You can definitely come forward. So,
Right. The awareness, the education around it is very limited, which is why I think it's a challenge for women. And like I said, the logistical part is not updated. I think it's a male-driven industry even today, and we as women are changing it, is what I believe.
I would say a lot of things have actually evolved. The time 23 years before when I started, I could hardly see any woman in the industry. Now today, if I go to a manufacturing facility in Surat, I could see women on the wheel. So a lot of things has
That's good
changed.
change. That's good change.
The lot of things has changed. Even like Poonam, I am also not from an industry background. I don't have a good father in the industry or anything. So from there, I also evolved from my basic position to leading the company. So it's industry is, even though it's a male dominating industry, in fact, it's a very welcoming industry, I must say. So if you look at 25 years before what was happening, it's not the same what is happening right now. So a lot of things are changing. But a lot of
Would
women
like to
still
add one
sitting in the,
point. Sorry,
yes.
but many a customers when they come to the office to discuss about the new orders and pricing, in that time they were like, it's been for the first time that they are negotiating with some lady over the quantity and the pricing for the stones. So, but they are happily accepting the changes. That it's with the women they are dealing with. Like it's rare to find in this diamond industry, but they're
I
happy and
absolutely
yeah.
agree. I absolutely agree. That's a fresh change. Women are very accepting of it. Yes.
Yes. My question to you, Poonam, you have been you've been MD of managing the Kamakhya Jewelers. Do you think women lead differently than men? And if yes, how it is? Because this is some, you are not from the industry background also. You are actually from an engineering background and coming to the jewelry industry.
And also
How-
music industry. Now I'm
Yes, yes,
evolving.
yes.
Yeah. Right, right. So, yeah, the role of the women is changing in the sense earlier women, I feel women can balance workplace and the professional life very nicely. They are born leaders. We can manage, we are good at customers, at building relationships with people, and we are, emotionally very balanced, very matured. We are born like that. We are, we can balance things very well. So I think in the industry also we can understand the product better. Jewelries are basically made for us. We are supposed to wear it and we wear jewelry. So we understand it better. We are emotionally connected with jewelry. So I think the role of women in jewelry industry is very important because we can understand the product well. We can explain the things to the clients well, and nowadays I feel women not only are working at the back end, as Shraddha and Purvi said, we are coming ahead and taking this entrepreneurship roles and leadership roles, and we are in every department of the jewelry industry, be it quality control, design, HR, marketing, trading. So the role is expanding. The role of a woman is not confined only to the back end team or maybe HR. It is now expanding to marketing, online, and global trading. So I think people should encourage the women and ladies of their family to come ahead and join this industry if they are interested. So I think that's how it has to be.
Yeah, I think that's absolutely correct. Women are multitask.
Yes.
I don't think it's very difficult for other people to. We can handle family, professional side, and we can do two, three things at the same
Same.
time. And specifically, I must say, in Rapaport, almost all the top positions are handled by the woman, and in
Yeah.
almost all the offices, except our head offices, is run by women leaders.
So here,
Um,
RapNet is getting all the women's globally connected, through digital platforms. So I must say, you
yes.
guys are doing a great job.
Yes, thank you. Yes. Um, I wanted to ask you, Purvi, what skills are becoming most important for women leaders in today's trade when it comes to the diamond industry?
Okay. So she should be aware with the global market, especially the current trend, the price fluctuation in today's when Rapaport is controlling the whole pricing structure. She should be the aware with the that which trend are going on, and where the prices should be they people give the effect to the pricing, and also accordingly she can plan the sales and procurement of the goods. And then digital platform is a must in today's world, because like you people said, it's like it's connect to people from across the borders. So, and it should be the one should understand the importance of online trading platform. Social media is very very needed in today's time. It's like जो दिखता है वो बिकता है. So you should be like the face of the company. Even Sati ma'am also um, taught me many times that the one should know the face of the company when they'll heard or listen the name of the JB. The one should know with whom they are dealing. So the social media presence is very very important in today's world, and she should be confident enough in taking whatever decision she takes. That is the thing. So she should
Yeah,
be, yeah.
I think in each area when people, the women are standing, I think they have to upgrade the skills. They have to learn the basic because I came from a background with which I have no idea of about diamond. I came into the industry as zero knowledge about diamond. I start learning, start learning. I think persistence is something very, very important for every woman, and the curiosity and the urge to learn more about it. If you have that courage and confidence to do it, I think any industry woman can shine. It's not just jewelry industry. Um, and I wanted to ask, you know, um, about digital side of the business. How important is global visibility and access to international market in today's environment, Shraddha?
Thank you for that question. I do think that global visibility is an important factor, but in our industry and across the globe, we have seen global visibility is subjective. It depends on what your product is. Somebody who is a part of the manufacturing and trading process, that person needs the right global visibility in the right industry. Just being globally visible is not a marker of driving sales, in completely in my opinion. What we do need is accessibility, like in terms of global accessibility, connecting with the right people at the right time. Like we use RapNet a lot profusely in our business. That is because we can connect with the people who are who are involved in diamond manufacturing, in cutting, in polishing. We are retailers, we are operating out of a city. So in terms of global visibility, that being connected to the right people is very important. That is what I think. And social media, obviously, how you story tell, how you wrap a product is going to be the most important thing in the coming years, even with the digital marketing, even with e-commerce coming up. How you place a product placement will take over the stage in the next few years, is what I believe.
Yeah, it's basically it depends on from people to people or company to company. It depends upon your target audience. And
Correct.
digital social media is actually taking really taking forward. Um,
Absolutely. It's the
and if you,
story you build around your brand.
yeah,
You could be a manufacturer, you could be a retailer, you could be a wholesaler, you could be anybody, but the storytelling would matter.
yeah, if you have a story, put it over there, and people love to hear the stories. In fact. And at Rapaport, we have seen platforms like RapNet how digital connectivity is transforming the way the business is taking ahead. Global reach, price transparency, and broader access to the members across the globe. So we see a lot of changes in our own platform. Um, I wanted to ask you the next question to Poonam, connected with this. Do you believe digital platforms are helping create more equal opportunities, particularly in women-led business, since you are also a retailer, connecting
And
to the end
manufacturers.
consumers?
We are manufacturers.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I think digital platform is giving a lot of opportunities, especially to women. Suppose, as I said, there are many women across the globe who are who cannot come out of the house and have their own duties. They have to look after their family, home, and work. So they cannot be physically present at the workplace. So for them, I feel digital platforms are doing a great job. If you have your product, you have a good technical product with a lot of authenticity, you can share it to people. You can get connected to people online with your product, and it provides a lot of visibility. You can connect to the people, you can build a relationship with your clients, and this is very important, wherein you cannot go physically to a workplace. And for women especially, I feel the digital platforms are very important for brand endorsement, showcasing your talent, your product. So I feel that digital platforms are doing a great job for these kind of women who are not physically ready to go out of the family because of some constraints. So for them, I think digital platforms are really very important. And for everybody, I feel nowadays social media is very important. It can make a brand value. if you are doing a great job, if you're doing it in a right way. So yes, with a lot of transparency and authenticity, it can be of great help to everybody.
Yeah, digital has its own pros and cons. We should know how to use it
Yes.
mindfully. Um,
We had to know the right people, the right customers, and then we can go ahead with that. Because again, you know, diamonds and jewelries are very precious. You need to get to the right people, right connection through a right medium rather. So that is very important. You know,
exactly.
you need to know the right people.
Yes, true.
Challenging also.
Yes. I wanted to ask Purvi, you had different sphere in the industry, and you have seen major changes in the industry. From the day when you started, there was hardly any digital platform. The way people were trading the diamonds also in a different atmosphere and different situation. And and also the consumer behavior has changed. Um, how do you see this, Purvi?
Okay, first of all, I would like to see, if we are talking about women, then I would like to see more women on a leadership and can see ownership roles, especially in this male-oriented industry. And women should be, she should be uh, not only digital. I mean, digital awareness, it's there, but she should know equally that transparency, ethical sourcing, and that ability to connect with the people easily should be there, so she can shape healthier diamond industry in future. And would like to add one more thing: the work structure should be such that the women can uh, grow the personal, that she can grow professionally with that personal life balance is also, that she should be little allowed to little I mean, little me flexible working hours should be allow for her to manage the work and personal life both.
Excellent. Um, and thank you, Purvi, for that answer. And I wanted to ask you, Sradhya, one question. How important transparency in terms of pricing or in terms of trade, it's important, and reliable market data, uh, and this is important in today's trade. How important it is?
Sathi ma'am, to give you one word answer to this, it is of utmost importance that there is transparency in this data. Today's consumers, clients say, I'm possibly the youngest in this panel, and everybody who is, my age, who are slowly getting into buying jewelry for themselves, investing in, they have gotten the purchasing power to invest in themselves. They all want to know how it is sourced. Purvi ma'am already mentioned about ethical sourcing. So I think the technical knowledge needs to be transparent, because everybody can, just Google and find out the cut, the clarity, it's not just about diamonds. They can find out about literally anything, the hallmarking. The standards have changed. And as a retailer who is dealing with people, educating my clients also stands as one of the most important things that I give to the industry, to the society. I think a big reason why Bengal Jewellery, our brand, it's a 102-year-old brand, so it has grown through different stages, through wars, and we are living through one right now. But the most important thing being that we have evolved, and the pricing strategy that we learned from RapNet as well, about how the cut changes the pricing or how the clarity changes the pricing. All of these things are studied, explained to the consumer in detail, so that they know what they are getting, they know what they are investing in. There is a huge, even with today's lab influx of lab grown diamonds, people often question it. So until and unless I'm able to give people the confidence and the clarity, the confidence and clarity I have in the jewelry I'm selling to them, I think everything else sort of falls into place based on it. So pricing strategy is of utmost important, and clarity, transparency is too.
Yeah, true. The transparency is very much needed in this industry. Trust is one thing which is holding everybody together. So without that, it is very difficult to survive in the industry.
Right. And
Um,
continue with that trust with social media, with so many people competing for the same thing. It's constant evolvement, constant evolving.
correct, correct, correct. I wanted to ask Poonam. Poonam, did you ever encounter any situation during your journey where you felt you had to work harder to be taken it seriously in the industry?
As I already said, we all know it is still a male dominating industry, diamond jewelry. But again, there was one more challenge for us. We come from the state of Bihar. And coming from the state of Bihar and doing diamond business in Maharashtra, Mumbai was very challenging. There were trust issues with people. These people are from Bihar. I don't know how authentic or how good they are at work. The first generation of people in the industry. So that was one challenge. But we proved that we are no less than others with our good technical knowledge, with our product knowledge, with consistent hard work. We have come to a stage where now we are a limited company, from partnership to private limited, now limited. We are now going for IPO. So it's a huge journey. Like I can tell you the whole story. Like for hours, I can explain how it was for us. But we proved ourselves, and with that, I feel we are also encouraging a lot of women empowerment in our office. If you see, women are leading all the departments, like be it sales, marketing, back office, HR. We have women all over in our. If you come to Kamakhya Jewels, you'll find a lot of women empowerment here in the company. So we provoke and we motivate a lot of women to come ahead and take this leadership in every department, in every sector of the diamond jewelry industry. And so people are going on for trading also, online also. We have a female employee who just recently got married and she cannot come to office, so we have given that liability to her that she can work online through home. So these are certain facilities we provide to our employees, and we work as a team. We uplift everybody who is working with us, which is very important. So yes.
Yeah, absolutely. Everybody's journey has some hardship or anything to push it forward, and it's not something this, even though it's a male dominating industry. I wouldn't say that if, it's a male dominating. Now it's very open industry
Now it's
actually.
open industry
Very
now.
open actually, and we see
Yeah,
everywhere it's women. So
yeah,
it's a very welcoming because if you have the right attitude, I think it's a right place actually.
absolutely.
Uh, Everywhere we have chair to sit in every other position.
Exactly.
Um, and I wanted to ask Purvi one last question. Do you feel women today have more opportunities in the diamond and jewelry industry than it was before?
100%. First of all, they can create. I mean, they understand the actual needs of the customer, what they're actually looking for, and they can show them through digital platform. They can check with them that what exactly they are, like the aesthetics or their needs, and they can create the things accordingly their what they have in their mind, and they can present the finished product very close to their thoughts and very the heart what they're looking for. So the digital platform also helped a lot in this case, and yeah, that's it.
Yeah, yeah. I also see there are a lot of opportunity in the diamond trade actually, from polishing, from cutting, from everything, and it has changed the way it was before. And the industry is open for women, and it's supportive also. Um, so a lot of other opportunities are opened in the industry. Um, I wanted to ask Shraddha how consumer behavior has changed in the last few years, especially among younger buyers. You are representing the fourth generation, so you are much closer to consumers also. How this is changed?
I believe, Sati ma'am, that how it has changed is availability of the knowledge, in the sense that if somebody is coming to buy today, they like full understanding of what they are buying. They want to know how they are investing, what they are getting out of it. Their mindset is around, say, somebody is coming in for 22 karat jewelry, which is gold jewelry, not set. How they can evolve that, how they see diamonds, whether they can go for something which is 18 karat, whether they can go for something that's 14 karat, what their budget is, how they can play around with it. I think in the last few years, especially post COVID, this has changed significantly. And also the accessibility to different platforms. Before we buy anything today, everybody in my generation, we first go check it out online, the credibility of it online. And I think that that is gonna be there, even though this industry, at least for coming from completely my perspective, is very relationship driven, as you have mentioned before. Right now I am able to create relationships digitally through a person. Like, that person sees my content, engages with it, comes back and asks me, can you get this fixed for me? Can you help me? I have my grandmom's jewelry that I want to wear for my wedding. It's vintage, but I want to wear it because I have a personal connection with it. So I think the story, the global consumer, in all its, like, everybody who is involved in this, is more looking to find out what the basis of the story is, what I can bring to the table, what they are also bringing to the table. It's less transactional and more about bonding, about relationship building.
Yeah, the industry is all about relationship and trust.
And even today, that's the same. Like, even today, when they come in, that factor remains the same, the trust factor. So I think it has made a shift in terms of how the communication works, but the trust factor is still the same.
Yeah, correct. Because that brings, it's not just about business all the time. It's
It's
about
not.
building, yeah, retaining that person, making the trust, keeping the trust, making that relationship. That's ends, keep it till the end. That's very important. Poonam, what market shifts are you most closely watching right now? And it's it pricing or sourcing or demand or something else?
With increasing gold prices, so of course now we are into we make small jewelries, but at the same time we don't compromise with quality. It is affordable, but at the same time we don't compromise on quality. Demand is there, but then demand is for now lighter jewelries, and we are specialized in making all kinds of jewelries. Earlier, we used to make a lot of bridal jewelries. Then we came with medium lightweight jewelries, now lightweight jewelry. So we are specialized in making all kinds of diamond jewelries in the market. As per the market, we need to know the market, and then accordingly we work. So yes, I think demand is same, but then as per the price, as per the demand of the customer, we fulfill their demands and we make the kind of jewelry that they need. So yes.
Yeah, so be in connection with the customer.
Yes.
That's
As per
that's
the
important.
market demand, we work.
Yes, yes, absolutely.
It
Because
also
people
drives
will not,
innovation.
yeah, people will not leave wearing jewelry. So I think diamond is something which everybody wants. Jewelry is something which people they need for different occasions. We live in a country where every other day there is something or the other, either marriages, functions, events. So you need jewelry. So
Yeah,
now I think,
also in celebration, self purchases
yes,
and everything,
yes.
women and everybody is buying jewelry.
Oh yeah, demand
Yeah,
is never going to lessen, but we can always work. Technically the product should be good, efficient, and it should be affordable at the same time without compromising on the quality of the product. So that is
correct.
what we at Kamakhya do.
Yes. Thank you, Poonam. One last question I wanted to ask everyone, to begin with, I'll ask Sradhya, one habit that has helped you really succeed.
One habit would be being present. As a family jeweler and as a retailer, I think being present and being punctual has been the habit that I have, like, that my family has inculcated in me and that I embody every single day. If I give you a time, I show up at that time and no questions asked. And officer, I think it's just discipline, as Poonam ma'am mentioned
Exactly.
at the very beginning. It's just discipline. I love the
Yeah,
work I do, so it is something I think is a good habit. Yeah.
excellent. That's very important, actually. Discipline is the one word, that's help us to succeed. And to you, Poonam.
For me, it's vision. You need to have a vision where you want to get on to. So from scratch, we started Kamakhya and now we are Kamakhya Limited. So vision is very important. But this, at the same time, consistency. You need to be consistent. Success doesn't come overnight. So we need to be very consistent. And discipline and balance, work-life balance is very important. That I think that is within inbuilt within all the women. I feel that is women are born with that kind of qualities, but at the same time I feel you need to have a vision, where you want to go and what you want to achieve. So for me it's vision.
Yeah, God created us also, us like that way only, with inbuilt feature inside. To Purvi, what is that one thing which one habit helped you to succeed?
Which I like to say confidence, continuous learning, and being in market touch every day. That is the one thing which helped me to be in today's where I am
Yeah,
today.
yeah, it's very important actually. For me, it's like, persistent for everything what you're doing, not giving up on, even if I don't know things, not giving up, keep trying it. And of course, it's very important. We have to be consistent on everything what we are doing. We have to have the right attitude to learn new things. If you are settled down on things like, okay, I'm good position, and then I don't want to learn anything, then you're not going to reach that goal, like Poonam said, the vision, what you keep it in the front and you will not be able to reach it. So we have to be persistent, consistent, disciplined, really confident about ourselves. And it was a very insightful section. And thank you for those wonderful, insightful, for all these wonderful women. We'll now move to few questions from our audience. Ashlesha, do we have any questions from the audience?
Yes, hi. We have one question from Shweta. She is asking this question to Poonam ma'am, saying, "Ma'am, she says, ma'am, you are so inspired to the new generation that could you have balanced the professionally and personal life? So, what exactly inspires you?" This is
what
what she means to ask. Maybe she's asking, what inspires you? You have inspired the new generation. So, what inspires you?
What inspires me? My life, my family inspires me to do better. My kids are happy when I sing, when I'm in office, they're happy. My husband is very proud of myself and very proud of me. So I think people motivate me, my well-wishers, my family. They are my motivation. So they inspire me to do better in life. You need to have a support system. If people are not happy with what you are doing, you do get demotivated at times. So you need to have a bunch of positive people around yourself, surrounding you, who cheer up for you, who look up to you, and who admire you. So I'm blessed that I have those bunch of people around me. So I'm really blessed. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Poonam. Thank you for that. And as we close, I want to sincerely thank Sradhya, Poonam, and Puri for sharing their journeys and perspectives openly. And thank you to everyone who joined us this afternoon. At
Thank you.
Rapaport, we remain committed to supporting a more connected, transparent, and inclusive diamond trade. Through conversation like this and through platforms like RapNet, we aim to empower business with access, visibility, and market confidence. We hope today's discussion had inspired you. Wishing everyone a very happy Women's Day. Thank you for being a part
Stay to all
of
of
Women
you.
Who
Happy
Shine.
Women's Day
Have a
to
good
Thank
everybody.
you. Thank you for having us
Thank
in
you so
today's.
much.
Thank
Yes.
you.
Thank you,
We'll
Sati.
be,
Yeah.
yeah,
Thank you,
thank you. We'll
Sathiji.
get.
Thank you. Yeah.
Thank you, Poonam.
Bye.
Thank you,
Yes.
Sradhya. Thank you, Purvi.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Bye.